Hi, Willie Mayette from Jazz Edge, and this is a quick tip that can be found on my cocktailpianolessons.com website for improvisation. So this is part of the improvisation tips part 1. So what we're going to talk about is these 4-note patterns. Now, these 4-note patterns are really powerful because they allow you to be able to get some improvisation sounds quickly without having to know a bunch of scales. So basically the pattern is this. You start with the basic triad. So here we have A minor 7. Let me make this a little bit bigger for you. So we have an A minor 7 chord to a D minor 7 chord to a G7 to a C major. So the first thing we do is we break that down into their basic triads. So A minor 7 would be just a basic A minor triad. D minor 7, basic D minor triad. G7 chord would just be a basic G chord, and C major would be a basic C major triad. Then what we do is we add in the 9th, or some people call it the 2nd, okay? And that's just one whole step up from the root. So 2 half steps, one whole step, okay? So now here's a 4-note pattern for A minor, 4-note pattern for D minor, 4-note pattern for G, there's the 9th again, and 4-note pattern for C. Now if we number these notes, 1, 2, 3, 5, okay? Now we can create these different 4-note patterns. So we could just do 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5. Left hand, just do some basic chord shows. A minor 7 to D, that's the root 3. So there's the root 7 for A, root 3 for D, root 7 for G, root 3 for C. So we have 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5. So the first thing to start with is just try doing this. And again, my fingering that I'm using is 1, 2, 3, 5, all right? Kind of goes along with that pattern. 1, 2, 3, 5, then I come in, 1, 2, 3, 5, then 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5. Now, a couple things you want to make sure that you do is make sure that you're preparing that thumb, right? Don't just like have that thumb hanging down here. Make sure you get that thumb in there so as soon as you hit that pinky, you're ready to play that thumb right there. Now, you might say, whoa, wait a minute, that's a little bit tight and a little weird. Yeah, but you know what? You'll get used to it. All right, so just get used to it, all right? Trust me, you will, all right? So that's the first thing. The second thing is you want to make sure you play all this steady. You don't want it to be like, all right? Play it nice and steady. Just steady eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now you might say, well, Willie, why are you doing eighth notes when this is actually quarter notes? Okay, you could think of it as quarter notes as well. I was thinking of these as actually A minor, D minor, G, C, just 2 beats per measure. If you want to do it 1 beat per measure, you want to do 1 chord per measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can speed it up from there. Now, if you want a little bit of a challenge and you want to do it as eighth notes, you can do 1 and 2 and, right? So now you might say, well, wait a second. Now I got 2 beats left to fill in that measure. Well, guess what? You could do a different pattern. So rather than going 1, 2, 3, 5, why not go like 2, 3, 1, 5? So now you took 2 patterns, put them back to back, and you created something a little bit longer and a little bit more interesting. I'll talk about that in the next video, which you'll get shortly, all right? So anyway, try practicing this. Just try practicing that basic pattern right there. And like I said, in about 2 days, I'm going to post the next video. In fact, maybe I'll even post it tomorrow. How's that? I'll post a video for you tomorrow where you can get the more advanced stuff. But start with that for now, and I'll see you tomorrow.